This is a first for me, maybe a first for you. This little thing here is called the Magcubic, and it's from AliExpress. Now, I've never bought anything from AliExpress, so the way it works, from what I understand, is they have different suppliers, different companies, and they use their platform to sell products, and here's one of them. Now, this is actually advertised on their website. I'm going to read it out to you. Magcubic 4K Android L018 projector. It's definitely not 4K. It says here, high definition 1920 by 1080p. Okay, keystone correction, hi-fi speaker, and super bright. LED projector, 360 rotation. Yes, and it's like I said, it's from AliExpress. First for me, maybe a first for you. Let me know if you've ever bought something from AliExpress. Now, if you do decide you want to buy something from AliExpress, I would recommend you use your credit card, not your bank card, because that will give you more security in case something goes wrong. I'm not saying anything should go wrong, I'm just saying, just be a little bit careful. And also, if you're buying something from AliExpress, make sure you read up on the actual supplier, whatever product you're buying, make sure you read up on them to make sure they're, legit. They should be, but you never know. Just trying to warn you before we get too deep, and then you turn around and say, oh, I haven't got my stuff yet, Yorkie, it's your fault. No, it's not my fault, it's your fault for not doing your due diligence, okay? Right, let's have a quick look. So we have full HD, 1080p resolution, like I said earlier, auto obstacle avoidance. Basically, if you've got something in the way, it will try and figure out what's in the way and rearrange the actual screen for you, apparently. Keystone correction, screencast. Yes, you can use your phone as you would expect anyway. And it's nicely packaged, in my opinion. Let's do the unboxing and see exactly what you get for your money. Because we need to know what's inside, don't we? Obviously a projector. Well, I hope it is anyway. Right, so this is all you get. So you get instructions, you get a remote control, nicely laid out, simple but effective, hopefully. We get a UK plug. Now, when you order, there are different regions like America, obviously, Europe, and UK. Make sure you get the right one for your region. Mine's a UK one. Oh, and it's a fused plug as well. See that? They're fused. And the actual unit itself. Now, on the front, we have the actual lens itself and an IR sensor, I believe, and it says Magcubic. Air vents on the side. Looking at that, might be a speaker in there, I don't know. There probably is a speaker in there somewhere, but I can't actually see it. What's it say? Warning, hot surface. So that gets a bit warm apparently. Your plug connection now looks like an IR sensor. Yeah, headphone socket, HDMI connection, and a USB connection. Nothing on the side. Right, so that is it. Oh, on-off button. Missed that one. Yeah. Right, let's plug her in and set it all up and see how easy it is to use. 360. Look at that baby. That is truly 360. Brilliant. I like that. Very good. Now, they do say it's quite bright, so in theory, it should work outdoors. But we are not going to try it outside because I haven't got a screen outside. I've only got a built-in one in-house, not out-house. Let's set her up and see what she's like when she first starts up, shall we? Now, startup. I didn't touch the remote control whatsoever on startup. I just thought I'll leave it alone and see what happens. And although the picture is to the left, The only thing I had to do was move the actual device to the right, just to get it in line. I also didn't touch the keystone or do focus or anything like that. I just thought, I'm going to see what she comes up like on her own. And brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I thought that is very impressive. So then obviously you need to set it up, like put in your language, which is, again, very easy to do. I had no issues with that whatsoever. Connect it to my Wi-Fi, again, no issues. It went in extremely easy. I had no issues with that whatsoever. Like I said, so far, so good. Now, there are going to be some negatives, which I will get to in a bit, but I just wanted to show you how well this thing actually set itself up, or, you know, with little input from me. And it's got some things already pre-installed, like Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and obviously got the App Store. Now, I thought the first test I need to do is mirroring. I wanted to see how easy it is to set that up, because sometimes it can be quite difficult. And again, one of the easiest setups I've had to do, literally. It is that easy. Comes up and gives you a code number to look for on your phone. I thought, oh, okay. And found that, okayed it, and then you have to okay it on the actual screen itself as well. And Bob's your uncle and uncle's your Bob. Away you go. Hey! Welcome back to the channel, and yes, we are doing another unboxing, and it's of a tablet, an Android tablet. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. I'm going to show you some of the pros and cons. Now, of course, you can go into the settings and do your own adjustment, but I thought there's no need. Everything is set up. Obviously, it doesn't fit the actual screen itself properly, and that's because, like I said, I've made no adjustments. I thought I was just going to leave it alone, see what the colouring's like, see how easy it is for it to set itself up, and see how easy the focus is. And it's just brilliant. Absolutely love it. Considering it's sitting on a desk, it works extremely well. So I thought I'd show you some actual footage from YouTube itself, and I turned the audio up as well because I wanted to hear how good or how bad the actual speaker is. And again, that was quite impressive. I thought the speakers were, for the amount of money it cost, are very good.
It boasts unique cultural traditions rooted in Polynesian heritage. Visitors can enjoy breathtaking natural wonders such as volcanic craters, lush rainforests, and cascading waterfalls. The warm climate and crystal clear waters make it a perfect destination for surfing, snorkeling, and relaxing.
And look at that colour. Again, like I said, I have made no adjustments whatsoever. That is straight out of the box. Didn't have to play about with colouring or anything else. Perfect, in my opinion. I am amazed how cheap this actual unit is. Don't forget, link in the video description below. And look at it, it's gorgeous. Right, let me go through some of the downsides, because there'll be someone out there saying, well, what's the pros and cons, Yorkie? Well, some of the cons are there's no lens cover. Yeah, something to bear in mind. The other downside that might put some people off is, as far as I know, you can't actually remove this, but it will go on a stand. It has a little screw connection there, so you can actually put it on a stand, which I thought, that's quite good actually. But you can't actually remove that. The other one that might bug some people is the fan is noisy, but it's not extremely noisy, so that might put some people off. And it's made of plastic. Now, the pros are, well, as I showed you, one of the easiest projectors I've had to set up. Yeah, didn't have to do nothing really. Obviously, I had connected to the internet and, you know, connect it to the actual remote control, and that is just by pressing the left and right button, and then it connects to the actual unit itself. You have to do that right at the beginning, so I would recommend, you know, you read the instructions as it comes up on the screen. I didn't need this. The only thing I needed this for was how do I clean it, and it tells you in there how to clean it, and it's 4 screws there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove there and you should be able to clean it. Still not sure what that little cover does, but I've got a feeling once I undo the screws that probably just pops off. The USB, again, had no issues with that. And that depends on different types of formats. Some formats will work and some won't. I did play about a bit and, you know, got it working, but I found, you know, just using my phone or going to YouTube, even though I didn't actually connect my account to YouTube through this, the picture quality is amazing. Now, they do say it's very bright, and it is, but it doesn't tell you what the brightness is. I couldn't find any information on that. But looking at it, I don't think you'd have much of a problem unless you're in a bright daylight situation, which any projector would struggle with, or most won't, unless you pay a lot of money for a really expensive projector. You know, daylight will interfere. And I was lucky, it's quite dark outside, it's quite dark in here, and I thought, I'm going to turn the lights off. I turned them on for a little while just to see what it looked like. Then I turned them off again. Thought, that is a beautiful picture. If you buy something like this, link in the video description like I said earlier, I would highly recommend, if you're on a tight budget, to buy this one. And I'm not just saying that because they sent it to me. They are not paying me to say things like that. They just sent me the unit. And before I forget, discount codes. I'll put them on the screen right now so you can see them. But they will also be in the video description below. You could save yourself even more money. Or, to save yourself a bit of time, why not just scan this QR code? But they are time limited, so make sure you get on there quick. I am really impressed, and I know it said somewhere about it gets hot. Well, I never noticed it getting hot. Yeah, on there it says, oh, it gets a bit hot, but I didn't actually notice it getting hot at all. And like I said, I didn't have to play about it, but I love the fact it was very easy to navigate. And also on the actual remote, you can actually talk to it as well. Can you play YouTube for me, or, you know, can you give me a 4K demo video? You don't have to type it in, you can actually just talk to it. Yeah, brilliant. I'm really impressed. I won't lie to you, I am very impressed. In fact, I might even swap it over with my old projector and add this as my new one. So with that, like I always keep telling you, link in the video description below. There might be affiliated link, they might not, but it doesn't cost you any more money whatsoever if you click on my links. Plus, look out for any discount codes that I will put in the video description if I get any. But from what I've seen online on AliExpress, it's dirt cheap anyway. It is dirt cheap. So with that, you know what to do. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, and why not subscribe? Help this little channel to keep on growing. Thank you very much for watching.